This is the journey to one Africa.
Hey everybody, this is Mika and welcome back to SNOA. Guys, we have an update on Nile River, and this is kind of news that we've been sharing for quite a while now. And these updates just came out to us one day ago. It came out on yesterday, and today we have a privilege to share with you guys. If you're new to this family, now stay to like, subscribe, turn on notification button, follow us on social medias. All the links in the description. You can also choose any ways to support what we do here by using the links in the description. We have PayPal, we have Patreon, we have membership on YouTube, and we have super stickers, super thanks, super chats. All of these is different ways to support and to help. But also, guys, we have products that we're selling through our YouTube channel. You can click anyone you like and you could order and you'll be able to get it. These updates came straight from the page of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, and because since I've been very close to these issues, I've participated in 2 different conferences concerning Nile River basins, and you know, it's very dear to my heart, you know, simply because this is one of the rivers that connect a lot of countries in the continent. You have Ethiopia, you have Rwanda, you have South Sudan, you have Uganda, you have Tanzania, you have DRC, you have Egypt, you have Sudan. All these countries actually contribute in some way to the Nile River. Yeah, so it's very dear to my heart. And I think I can add Kenya there as well. There's a Kenya as well, because when you talk about the Lake Victoria of Tanzania, Uganda and Kenya together at once, and some water that goes to Nile River comes from the Lake Victoria as well. That is the source of Nile River, to be precise. But also another second source is the Blue Nile, which comes straight from Ethiopia. All right, so this is what he wrote, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, that today on 13th of October 2024 marks the culmination of a long journey towards the equitable and reasonable utilization of the waters of the Nile, with the entry into force of the Agreement on the Nile River Basins Framework, called CFA. This day will be remembered as a historic milestone in our collective efforts to foster genuine cooperation in the Nile basins. The CFA's entry into force strengthens our bond as a Nile family and ensures that the management and utilization of our shared water resources benefit all for the good of all. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all states parties to the CFA for their unwavering commitment to advancing cooperation in our region. I also call upon the non-signatory states to join the Nile family so that together we may achieve our shared goals of development and regional integration. All right, guys, so this CFA, actually we've been talking about this for the past 2 different years, and many years ago, by the way, but I'm saying 2 years because I've been participating in this meeting that has been a conference that has been actually initiated by Ethiopia and call upon all these countries, and me as well. I've been one of the delegates invited from Tanzania for this conversation. We had as well Professor, what was his name? I can't believe that I forgot. Mwandosia, yeah, Professor Mwandosia from here, Tanzania, one of our very respected figure in Tanzania and in politics at large. Yeah, so we've been, you know, participating in that. And it has been, you know, pretty intense. It has been really good. Unfortunately, some of the countries haven't been participating in that, including Egypt, because of the tensions that are actually going on between these countries. And right now, this CFA that has been signed, the countries that are in favor of the CFA agreement is Ethiopia. That means Ethiopia have signed this, Rwanda have signed this, South Sudan have signed this, Uganda have signed this, Tanzania have signed this, DRC Congo has signed this, but there's 2 countries that haven't signed this yet. Basically, they are against the CFA. It means shared CFA, the agreement on the Nile River Basins Framework. And these countries are Egypt and Sudan. They haven't agreed on the CFA yet. And at the end of this statement, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia is calling upon non-signatory state to join the Nile family. And to be honest, everything aside, when I look at all these different countries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming together to sign such kind of an agreement that, okay, we need to share these resources, we need to benefit our countries and our people, because all of us will contribute in one way or another. I'm telling you, man, it's one of the best moves, because this is what unites our people and what unites our countries. But I still do not understand why these two countries are still not signing, because if you have more than 5 different countries already signed in favor of that agreement, these countries are not like crazy. It's not about like they don't think about it. No, they sit down, they read through all the agreements, and they know that, okay, this is for the benefit of us, we're going to do that. But seeing the action of Egypt and Sudan not being able to sign this agreement, it shows exactly what these two countries are up for. That's what I would say, because it can't be like 5 against 2 or 6 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 countries against 2. You can clearly see that this agreement and what is trying to be done is to actually unite these countries and bring all the countries together. This Nile River, it has been supporting and sustaining African lives for so many years. But few individuals have been benefit highly because of that. And as for now, we want everybody to enjoy it and everything to be distributed equally. These two countries, Egypt and Sudan, they're not in favor of that. It's not a good strategy, and it's not a good picture. It's not a good move. I know you might have your own personal issues with Ethiopia, but the rest of the countries have signed it because we want to share the same resources we have with everybody else. Not just few people, but with everybody else. African people deserve to have it, deserve to be shared it, deserve to use it, because it is for them and not for only few people. So I gotta applaud this Ethiopia once again, because Ethiopia has been always on the front line. Yes, Ethiopia, they have their own interests as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Ethiopia is an angel. No, Ethiopia, they have their own interests as well. But at least they've been taking a move to step up and to connect all these different countries and to actually make this possible. Let me tell you this, man. All these conferences that have been happening in Ethiopia, talking about the river Nile, it has been sponsored and funded by Ethiopian government. The government of Ethiopia have been calling all these different countries, all these delegates from different countries, and paying for their flight, paying for their flight, paying for their hotels, paying for their food, just to sit there within 2 days to talk about the solution that we must bring up for this, Nile River. This is a single country that decided to take initiative and to talk about this, because they believe that no, what is happening in this river is not right. All of us, we should be distributed equally. All of us, we should enjoy the national cake. We should enjoy the continent's cake. And this is an act of the big boy, you know what I'm saying? It's an act of the matured person to step up and to call upon everybody to come together to sign an agreement and to make sure that everybody is enjoying the cake that we have. So that's why I applaud Ethiopia, because there's certain moves that are always making in the right direction and making sure that all the countries are coming together. As you know, the headquarters of African Union is in Ethiopia. So these are kind of actions that we always need in our countries to bring our people together, because we cannot be divided by the natural resources that God has blessed us with for our own good, but we are fighting over it. We are hating one another because of it. And I don't see the reason why we should continue entertaining that and do that. So Sudan, Ethiopia, sign the damn agreement, because it's for the betterment of all the people. Egypt, to be honest, man, I'll be honest with you, man. Egypt have been benefit from the Nile River for so long time. Some of you guys, you don't even know that Rwanda is actually part of it. South Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, DRC, you don't know, because I've always been about Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. But one of the sources that the very beginning of the Nile River comes all the way from here, from Victoria Lake. You understand what I'm saying? So I think this is the time. It is really the time. Like, we have been going over and over and over and again with this issue, but now it's the time, to make this decision. All the personal issues, personal things that you have, personal ideas that you have against each other is not going to benefit us as a continent. And you know, all of this is because of the Ethiopia, dam dispute. One of the biggest dam in the continent, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam that they built since 2000 and I think it was 2011. Yeah, 2011 or 2021. Yeah, I don't clearly remember that, but I think it's 2021, something like that. Please, somebody remind me those datas. But that comes from that, because this is the biggest dam in the continent, and it's going to produce a lot of electricity, not only for Ethiopia, but for the rest of the continent. And now you have this opposition coming all the time. So you guys, you can, you know what to do. Please let me know in the comment section, what do you think about CFA and the agreement that all these 6 different countries have signed up, and Egypt and Sudan, have refused to do that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about this. But all in all, our continent and our people have to come together. That's the only way for the continent to win. If you lose, we all lose. If you win, we all win. And that should be our own focus in the continent, of bringing our people together. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section. Bless you.